Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Dog Schlock by request, where it's a review of the movie The Exorcist. And this one comes to us from fellow YouTuber Ryan Blanche. So for the probably, I don't know how many of you out there have not yet seen this movie. I can't imagine who hasn't, unless you've been living in a cave or maybe in an Amish community, or perhaps you've probably been living somewhere with your fingers in your ears and a blindfold over your eyes to know anything about this movie. It's about a 12-year-old girl named Regan who gets possessed by the devil after messing around with a Ouija board. And she starts acting all kinds of weird, especially at a party her mother is trying to host, where she comes down and tells an astronaut he's going to die in space. I guess in space no one can hear you do a bad sequel. She admits that the one who's trying to possess her is named Captain Howdy. I think that was the same name they used in Strangeland, but I'm probably wrong on that one. So of course her mom takes her to a doctor trying to find out what's wrong with her, but of course you know how doctors are. They can't find a doggone thing wrong with her. They just basically tell her that, you know, well, she's growing up and, well, she's going to become a woman soon. And then everything really starts going to, you know, where in a handbasket. when her mom hires two priests named Karis and Marin, I think. It's been a while since I've seen this movie. And so they're up in her room and they're playing Go Fish. And then when Regan accuses the two priests of cheating, that's when all breaks loose. So you're not buying any of this, are you? Okay. So Marin winds up passing away, and Karis has to be the one to perform the exorcism, in which, of course, Captain Howdy Doody jumps into Karis, and Karis tries to attack Regan, in which Karis winds up falling out of a window, and it appears maybe he didn't, because I think that's what Exorcist 3 was supposed to be all about, wasn't it? I think, something like that. So it's some time later, and Regan and her mom are getting ready to take off for a flight to LA, and all seems pretty doggone normal. The movie stars Ellen Burstyn, who I believe won an Academy Award for this movie, Max von Sydow, and of course, Linda Blair. So why did this movie suck? I can't think of many reasons. But I will say this much. I'm not saying this movie sucked because of this, but there was some stuff in this movie that made me feel extremely uncomfortable. And if you've seen it, you probably know what I'm talking about. Of course, this movie has been parodied in Scary Movie 2, which was not that funny. I'm sorry to say that. But if you really want to see a really excellent spoof of this movie, check out Repossessed. It's freaking hilarious. And then, of course, it has Linda Blair in it, too. And the late, great Leslie Nielsen playing Father May-I. This movie is super freaking scary, and it had a bunch of sequels to it that weren't really all that great. And if you're wondering, will I be reviewing The Exorcist 2? Yeah, very, very soon. But this movie, I'm not really 100% sure why Ryan wanted me to review it. Hopefully he can explain in the comments below. I don't know. It's freaking scary. That's all I can say about it. I really hope and pray they do not remake this, because there are some horror classics that should just be left alone. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. When it comes to Hollywood, if they have no other better ideas what do they want to do, remake a classic movie of any kind. And what do? Screw it up. The first time I remember seeing this, I don't remember how old, and it made me not want to sleep for a long, long time, because I was afraid I was going to float to the ceiling, or my bed was going to start jumping around, all this other stuff. But, of course, worse yet, I was afraid that somehow, someway, an evil demon was going to get into my body and make me tell priests, your mother sews socks in hell. Michigan. That would have been bad. But there you guys have it, a review of The Exorcist. Special thank you to Ryan Blanche for his request, and I hope you guys will go check out his channel, subscribe to him, and for every like this video gets, it's going to mean 1 bucket of fried chicken to send to Ryan for his request. And if you don't get that one, I hope you guys will go check out the video I did where I explained where I hadn't been in a few days, because he mentioned something about chicken, and yeah. And of course, if you like my videos, always feel free to subscribe. If you've got a horror, sci-fi horror, comedy horror, fantasy horror movie that took a lot out of you, send it my way and I will get on it ASAP. Thank you guys so very, very much for watching, and until next time, as always, stay strong and rock on.